shot of the game spins out. Were it not for the presence of Tim Duncan, Van Horn would have been a cinch this year as the league's Rookie of the Year. Jordan wastes no time wasting his first shot.
But Jordan recognized the mismatch very early that Sherman Douglas was guarding him, took him right down to the post. The double team came late, and he was able to put it right in the basket.
Bob, I would expect Chicago to really try to come out here early with their defense and knock this New Jersey team back on their heels. This New Jersey team got a lot of confidence the other night, even in the overtime loss. And as Isaiah said, Michael recognizes the mismatch and buries the little 8-foot fadeaway.
Here's what Michael did in game one. Played 47 of the 53 minutes. Scored 39. Did not shoot well from the field, 11 of 27, but got himself to the free throw line 23 times.
Late with the double team, but Gatlin was able to split the double team and score.
Jordan off the feed for his second field goal.
When you're playing Michael Jordan away from the basketball, you can never let body contact get to where he can reverse you. You've got to push him out. That time he reversed him for the alley-oop.
Back to the Pippen alley-oop from Michael.
Great vision there by Scottie Pippen and great eye contact. But if you watch Michael Jordan without the ball, he will reverse. It looks like he's going to use the screen by Rodman. And Kerry Kittles did not get his body on him. You must get your body on Michael and give him a little bump. You cannot give him that kind of room to roam. He's too smart. He'll find the open areas.
Jordan back to the line where he's been spending plenty of time of late. We mentioned this earlier. The last couple of games, he's been to the free throw line 47 times. Shot under 50% in both of those games, well under in game one of this series, but topped 40 points in one of those games and had 39 in the other. Burrell slicing through two defenders, but missing on the run. Wennington on his 35th birthday rebounds, feeds Jordan, who banks it in. Chicago by a dozen. Jordan against Harris. Got it. Up his second running at Michael. This is the last basket.
Now, Jordan sees that the baseline is clear. He doesn't trust his jump shot because of his finger, and he wants to get to the basket. Every chance and every opportunity he has, he wants to get to the basket to convert.
Game clock overlapping the shot clock by just a few seconds. It's Jordan. He hits that one. He's just 5 of 13 from the floor in this first half. Under 50% for the year by a considerable amount.
And when you look at Chicago, Jordan is leading them again. However, he's getting most of his points from the free throw line. When you look at his shot chart, everything is driving inside, getting inside the paint. He's only made one 15-foot jump shot, and that's indicative of how he's been playing the last couple of weeks.
Well, he was 5 of 13 in the first half, hit his last shot to bring it to that figure. He was 11 for 27 in game one. 46% for the year from the field in the course of winning his 10th scoring title by a very slim margin over Shaquille O'Neal. For his career, he's a 51% field goal shooter. So it has dropped a bit in the latter stages of his career. He's still the game's best player, but if you want to measure it in tiny increments, he may be off a little bit in this category or that. Jordan putting it on the floor against Kendall Gill. Into the lane for Kukoc. A dozen for Tony, and the assist to Michael. In fact, Gatling has only 4 points. Jordan from Rodman.
Just beautiful basketball. When you have a team down on their heels and they're coming out pressing, you want to spread the floor, get good ball movement. Beautiful.
When you watch the Chicago Bulls, they are so beautiful without the ball. The give and go, they have excellent passers. Michael with the strong finish after the pass from Dennis Rodman. You see Kendall Gill turn and look for the ball. Michael cuts against his vision. You got to keep your body on Michael Jordan. You know that he's going to work against your vision. He's the best in the game at doing that because his entire career he's seen double and triple teams, and in order to get the ball back, he's got to find a way to get open.
Jordan to the hoop. Count the basket.
See, they spread you out when you go up to pressure them and plays right into their strength. The defense is extended out wide. It opens up the lane. Jordan goes and penetrates right down the middle of the lane, draws the foul, gets to the basket, finishes for the possible three-point play.
See, Isaiah, one of the great things of Michael Jordan, you could list so many of them, people do not realize how powerful this man is to be able to take that kind of contact and then be able to finish the shot. A lot of players get the contact, but they do not have the wherewithal or the strength or the concentration to get greedy and finish off the three-point play. Michael is the king of that.
First foul on Michael tonight. Nice pass from Douglas to Van Horn. And another whistle. Van Horn will be shooting when we come back. Kukoc, the guilty party. This is the NBA on NBC. You hear about Michael Jordan sometimes being tough on teammates. Listen to this.
You can't lose sight of the ball. You run around like this with your head back to the ball.
See, Isaiah, I love that. I think that when a player, your leader, your great player does that, that's leadership. When a coach does that, players get tired of hearing him, and then it becomes more criticism. Your great players, yourself on championship teams, the Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, these are the things they do that relieve a lot of the pressure so the players don't hear the coach's voice too often.
Looking for his 21st point. And he brings his team back to within 11.
That was interesting, the technique Michael Jordan just used underneath to try to block out Jason Williams. He didn't even turn his back to him. He totally face guarded him. Now watch Michael Jordan as he tried to block out Jason Williams. He'll turn his whole body towards him because Jason Williams is such a good rebounder. Look at the fight. Those two are really going at it.
Well, that's what you have to do with the great offensive rebounders. What you have to do is you say, you know what, he's not going to get the ball, so one of my teammates is going to have to come up with this miss. And again, that's Michael Jordan doing what he has to do for his team. He's the man on the inside there blocking out Jason Williams, who's their premier rebounder.
Chicago once led by as many as 21. Here's Kerr missing the three, but it's Rodman on the glass. 16 rebounds now for Dennis. Jordan through the lane and up.
Again, the second shot, you get great initial defense. You're within 9. You've got a chance to rebound the ball. And Dennis Rodman with the great hustle play. He has answered the bell today for Chicago. He apologized to Phil Jackson after game 1. He said, Coach, I will be better. And today he has been tremendous.
Jason Williams was so concerned about Dennis Rodman that he let Michael Jordan drive right down the lane.
And at least they've been competitive in these first two games. Michael takes it to 30 on the night. Quick inbound to Douglas, knocked away from him by Jordan, and that used up 2.5 seconds. Look at Douglas and Jordan jawing at each other. Sherman tries it again. This one's way off. It falls into the arms of Scottie Pippen, who's fouled with 0.8 of a second to go. And Chicago is going to take the 2 games at home, but it turns out to have been much more difficult for them than they and their fans would have anticipated. In fact, Michael Jordan said before game 1 that it would require all the Bulls falling asleep for New Jersey to win even a single game in this series. Well, they haven't won one yet, but they've been in both of them right to the end.
See, Chicago right now, they don't care if the game is close. The only thing they're concentrating on and concerned about is if they win or lose. They've had so much success in this league that they don't measure close anymore. They measure if they win or lose.
Michael allowing himself a smile He was really going at it with Douglas when he knocked the ball away from him a moment ago. Pippen misses them both. Horn sounds, and that's it. For those of you in the Mountain and Pacific time zones, we'll go to local programming. For those of you in the Eastern and Central time zones, we'll take you directly to Dateline. For Doug Collins, Ahmad Rashad, and Isaiah Thomas, I'm Bob Costas. The Bulls lead the series 2-0. And so long from Chicago.